Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel, Beauty on a Budget. My name is Heather and today is Wednesday, January 14th of 2026. Doesn't matter how many times I look at the calendar, I'm gonna get something wrong. I think I got it right. Yeah, so the last, yesterday, yeah, me and my daughter, we went out shopping again. I think was it Monday or Tuesday. I don't know. The days have just been so fast this week. I can't believe we're already at Wednesday. Anyways, so we had to run and get because it started because I needed safety pins. I have a big container of safety pins. I buy safety pins every so often. I'll just throw a pack of them in my cart when I'm at the dollar store just because I use them and they disappear. So our back door window has the magnetic curtains and it broke. So we had the guys come do estimates on what it would cost us to, replace the door, replace the glass. I don't know. We decided that since we have to do the siding, we might as well just wait until the spring and we can get the door done. Because they're going to have to, when they do the get a new door, they're going to have to cut the siding anyways. So we figured we'll just wait till we get into the spring and figure out how much it's going to cost to redo the siding on the house. And then do the door at that time. There's no point in middle of January to, try to get the door at the moment. So I bought, so Yum Video. I don't know if it's already up. I don't know. I'm kind of behind on uploading. No internet for a couple days, or very low internet, I should say, with my daughter doing her schooling and stuff. So, she is the priority, but she's in class today, so I get the internet right now. So I did buy, a pack of safety pins, only because I had bought the stuff, and I thought that when you slit open, the sides of some stuff, you'll get that bit of a hem. I thought that hem would be wide enough to fit the curtain rod through. It wasn't quite. I mean, almost, but it was going to take me so long just to force that material on there, and I'm like, I'm not going to do that. So I just bought a pack of safety pins. They were $1.50 for 150 safety pins. And I just used 5 of the extra large ones to hold the curtain up on the rod today, or for right now. I can't quite get to my sewing machine, so that is just going to be like another day. But that's all I went in there Dollarama for, was just safety pins. But the first thing that caught my eye when I got in, and of course I walk in and my daughter grabs the cart immediately, which I don't like to grab a cart when I walk through the dollar stores, although I will say, just because it goes into the cart, it doesn't mean it's coming home. But I found a 4-piece cookie cutter set. I'm going to try to open this. So the 4 shapes, it's the doghouse, the bone, pop, and the puppy. And my daughter asked if I really needed this. I'm like, do I really need cookie cutters? But I said, I've gotten rid of so many cookie cutters in the last couple of years. I said, I don't have too many. I'm not quite sure if I have a bone-shaped cookie cutter. So for $1.50, I said just for the bone shape would be worth it. Same with the paw print. Can't I get this to open? Just for those two, $1.50 would be a good price. And then to get, the other shape. So you've got the little dog house, little paw, the bone, which I said I love to make my puppy treats. And I don't know if I have the dog bone cookie cutter. I should, but I don't know what size I have. And it's nice to have a couple different sizes. And then the little puppy. So it was $1.50 for these 4 cookie cutters, and I just said they're just cute. They're worth it to me. I got rid of so much stuff. So the cookie cutters and the safety pins came to $3.15 for GST. So $3.15. And then we stopped at Bianca's on our way up to the dollar store because I thought, well, let's just check Bianca, see if they have something that would work for the curtains that night, or they might have safety pins. They had a pack of 80, or was it 20? No, it was a pack of 20 for $1. So it was so much cheaper, at the dollar store. But we did walk around and we found this dog was it shedding blade. So you can use it this way, or you straighten it out and you have like a long strip to go through the dog. So this is for coarse or double coats. My dog, of course, she has the double coats because she is a shepherd husky, or a husky shepherd, whichever one. I usually say husky shepherd. She's got the husky eyebrows, which is so cute. So $4 for this shedding blade. I did tell my daughter, I think we have one of these. I remember buying one a couple years ago. I don't know where it is. It could still be packed, or I may have accidentally just, got rid of it. We were getting rid of so much stuff. I have not come across the box of pet stuff yet. Or I came across a few items, but as you know, for $4, this is worth it for me. And they had this little My First Stitch, a little cross-stitching kit. I love these. I know these are for the beginner ones, the little kids ones. But I find if you don't do it often, just to have something and it kind of reminds you how to stitch. And I went with this one. It says Toucan Do It, and it's got the little toucan on it. They had another one. I forget what it was, but I like this one. Now, it does say $2, but it went through the till at $1. So, $4 for the shedding blade and $1 for the cross stitch. So, it was $5 and then 25 cents for GST, so $5.25. And then we also stopped in at Superstore. Now I'll say I bought a pack of, what are they? Oh, nectarines. They were on sale or in the fridge. So I'm not going to get them, but a nice one of those clamshell things. I got like 7 nectarines, I believe. The regular price was $8.99. They were in the clearance for 30% off. I don't even know why. They were on sale. They seemed good to me. So I saved $3.08, so I'm not quite sure. I got them for $5 something. I forget what it was. $5.50 something, $5.60 something, whatever. I just don't feel like trying to figure this math out. Okay, if I do that, so it's a 1. Yeah. $5.91. That's what I paid for them. Okay, and then I found this right when we walked in. They have all, end of Christmas, all the clearance Christmas stuff. So I found the Clueless ornament, and it has Cher and Dion drive, in Cher's Jeep. And I laughed so hard when I saw this. I found the one that was like the best condition. Some of them had been a little chipped and stuff. So I found the one that looked the nicest. And my daughter's like, do you need that? I'm like, yes, I need this. This I need. And I said, I remember going and watching Clueless in the theater when it came out. And she laughed. And I said, I don't remember. I said, it's grade 9 or grade 10. I said, I couldn't remember. So I looked up. So Clueless came out in 1995. I was in grade 10. So in grade 10, I saw Clueless in theaters. So I said, of course, I need this ornament. And the regular price of the ornament here was $13. And they were clearing them out for $4.94, which I kind of, it's not quite, because the sign said like 80% off. I guess it said up to, I guess if you read it fine print. So, I only saved like, I think I only saved like $9 on it or something. Yeah. I think I only saved like $8 off. That's okay, still. I got it for $5 for a nice little ornament that can just sit out here for a while. I'm just going to stick it up on one of my shelves, and it can just sit there year round. I don't care if it's supposed to be Christmas. There's nothing really about this ornament that says Christmas, except the box says a Christmas tree ornament. Other than that, and the packaging's got snowflakes on it. But, it's just a nice little ornament that I'm just going to have sitting around my house. So my total was $10.85, 25 cents for GST. So it was $11.10 for the nectarines and the little ornament. Then I do have two other things here for Marshalls, and I'm just going to take the tags off. I don't really need to show these, just undergarment items, but let's see which was which now. Okay, so 2-pack of sports bras. They were originally $24.99. I got them for $15. It says they are comparable at $36 for the pack. And what is the name on them? Well, Gloria Vanderbilt is the name on those ones. Then I got a 5-pack of underwear, whatever. $16 instead of like $19.99. And they said they're comparable at $35 for the pack of 5. And I don't know the name on them. They just have this little tag here. I honestly don't know the other name on. There's like nothing. It just says they're seamless, whatever. There's no name. So those 2 items came out to $31 plus $1.55 for GST. So $32.55, which is still cheaper. Those 2 items with GST was still cheaper than if I bought them either one regular price or at their comparable price. And then just across here because I move stuff over so I can reach these things now. Then we stopped at the Dollar Tree. Just because my husband wasn't quite ready to get picked up. He was waiting for some customers from out of town to come. So we went up to Dollar Tree just for something else to do. I don't really shop there too often. Or no, that wasn't. No, we were at Dollar Tree yesterday between appointments. That's how it was. Very busy last couple days. So just walking around Dollar Tree, and we walked in and they have all their Valentine stuff. So I'm going to start with the Valentine things, and everything that I bought from Dollar Tree was all $1.75. So I found the flour sack tea towel, and it says I love you a latte. And then I saw this one here, and it says Cupid's Sweetheart Cafe baked with love, and I just love it. It's got it's hard to see, but it has the words are all in glitter, and they are not showing up on the camera. I don't know, I can't seem to get the right angle, but this part up here is all in glitter. And then with that one, I found the matching pot holders and oven mitt. And then I found this. This is a coffee and espresso machine descale and cleansing maintenance kit. So it's for your the K-Cup or Keurig style thing. So you get 2 rinse pods and 1 descaler solution. I bought 2 of them. And it says it's used for your brew on the 8-ounce setting of your little these little coffee pod machines. That's what they are. I don't know. I have one that takes the coffee pods on one side. I'm like, well, how do I clean that side? I don't know how to clean that side. So when I saw these, and I thought it came with, because I just did it quickly, I thought each one of these had was for 2 cleaning. No, each one of these kits is for a one-time cleaning. So it was $1.75, and I'm like, well, I will see how well these are. I really don't use that K-Cup coffee maker too often. I haven't had the pods for a while. It was perfect for my day home because I didn't have to make a whole pot of coffee. I could just make myself 1 cup of coffee. So I will test these out and see how well they work. And then walking down the hair stuff, I found a couple of these hairpins. So they had it in black and white. So I bought 1 of each. So they're just the standard, little hairpins. Like that. I already kind of took this white one out of its package because the little thing was all twisted funny. But there we go. So that was all $1.75. So there's 1, 2, 8 items. So it worked out to $14 plus 70 cents for GST, so $14.70. And then today I had to run up, I was at the mall, I took my daughter to school, so I'm up by the mall. And I needed a new one of these for cotton balls for my bathroom. I dropped it. If you want to know, this plastic, you drop them, they're going to crack really easily, especially if you drop them on tile. I'm going to say my house here, I've got a mix of, the bedrooms are a laminate hardwood. The rest of my floors are tile, and it is a mix of porcelain. It's porcelain tile, and then we have the stone. What is it? Oh, travertine. That's it. Travertine. And then we have another stone, and I forget what it is, but it also is like, it might be a travertine. I forget. So I broke my container, so I had to go buy a new one. So this is $2.50 for this nice little clear plastic or acrylic organizer with a nice bamboo lid. And then I found one of these it's a double lift pick. I do find that sometimes my hair just sits really flat, and I'd like to get some texture into it or some volume. I do have a little pick, but the pick I have is so fine, like I'm going to say like it's half this width, or maybe just a little bit more than half this width, but it's definitely not a double. You can see it's got like the two sets of teeth are staggered. So I thought this might really help me get some lift and volume in my hair, so my hair doesn't look just so straight all the time. And this was $1.50. Then down the Valentine section, I found a nice little Valentine hair clip, which is not overly Valentine, so I could kind of, it's just the hearts. So this I could wear anytime. So $2.50 for this little clip. And then I bought a couple packs of stickers. I'm trying not to buy any stickers, but I found some cute Valentine ones. So this sheet here, and I liked the little, the jam jar one and the macaroons. They are so cute. Those, I don't have anything that looks like either one of those in my sticker collection. So I'm not even sure how many stickers you get. Just that one sheet for $1.50. Then there was this one here, and you get 3 sheets. This was $1.75. So I'm just going to do it this way. So this first sheet here, you get some of these like 3D kind of a puffy effect. I kind of like the little bee with the beehive there and there, and it's got some ladybugs and some little cupcakes and some other little lollipops. And then the second sheet here is just a standard foil sheet. I have lots of stickers like that, but sometimes it's nice just to have a few more stickers. But it was this side here that the way it was hanging up, I saw the coffee, and I love the coffee stickers. But these ones actually have, looks like little chocolate chips floating in the top of it. So maybe it's supposed to be marshmallows and hot chocolate. I don't know. It just kind of looked like chocolate chips. I'm like, maybe it's supposed to be marshmallows. But I like the cups of coffee. And I like the faces that they put on some of the cupcakes and some of the coffee mugs. And so I think that was, yep. So my total was $9.75, 49 cents for GST. So my total was $10.24. So I think I've finally done all my shopping for, just random odd items. I'm just double checking. I'm just looking. Yes, I got everything. So again, I just want to say thank you so much to everybody who subscribes to my channels and watches my videos, and I will see you in the next ones. Bye.